Thanks for your interest in QueueMetrics. This video covers the installation of QueueMetrics on common CentOS-based systems, for example, Trixbox or Elastix or many other different asterisk distributions. Basically, to do such an install, we need to have a working PBX, and then you go to the QueueMetrics website and you go to installation guide. We are going to install using Yum, that is the automatic packaging system. So we just copy this line here. This is going to basically install the repository on this system. This is going to link the system to the lower repositories, and then we just type yum install QueueMetrics. This is going to check the packages that are needed. It's going to install 4 or 5 packages, but it depends what is already installed on your box. We say that okay, this is okay, and it's going to download the packages and install them as soon as they are ready. QueueMetrics is written in Java, so it requires basically a Java runtime and a Tomcat runtime in order to run. It will take a few seconds to download, run the transaction tests and everything. Here it's restarting the MySQL and everything that is needed. Basically, once this is done, what we have to do is to install the database. We just copy this line here. That is a path to the local QueueMetrics. So we move there and we run the install script, install-db. The first password is usually password with the 0 as the last O, or it is blank. And the second time you just enter javadude. Basically, this created all the information that was needed to upload the initial database. As you see, it's already done. We just go to the box as the IP of the box .8080/QueueMetrics. The first time you access QueueMetrics is going to take a while because the pages get compiled in Java. So the first time you access a page, it takes a few more seconds. When you enter, there is the license agreement. I agree with the terms and conditions. Okay, click here. Okay. At this point, for example, this is in Italian because it's my browser is in Italian, but you can change. It will adapt to the language that you are using. The first one, anyway, is always English here, so it's possible to access. We are going also to this is enough for a very basic system. If you want, you can install QueueMetrics also using Qloaderd. This is something that we advise. So we also install yum install Qloaderd. This is going to download a few packages also if needed. Qloaderd is a small script that basically yes, this is the first time I'm running this. Basically will upload data that is written by your local asterisk to a local database. This is already installed. In order to check if it's the settings, so that, for example, you could set it so that it could upload data to a different box, you just edit this file, etc sysconfig Qloaderd. Here you can see the partition, that is the name of the place it's going to upload data to. The location for the qlog does not usually change. This information does not usually change also. The things that usually change is the MySQL host. In this case we have MySQL together with the asterisk and and QueueMetrics on the same box. It could be on a different box that is over LAN. In this way, you could have asterisk on a box and QueueMetrics on a different box. In this case, it's localhost, but it could be nearly anywhere. When you change this, if you do any modification, you just save, Control O, Control X in this case, you restart it. You restart Qloaderd, restart. Okay. And also we have to change the configuration files for QueueMetrics in order to tell it that it has to pick up data from the database and not write from a file. This is very easy to do because we log in to QueueMetrics as demo admin, demo. Remember to change the password after the first time you log in. So we go down by the end of this page, license information. There is a place that says the system path. This is the place where QueueMetrics physically is. In this case, it is user local QueueMetrics web apps QueueMetrics 1.6.2.1 webinf. We just copy this, go there, cd whatever it is, nano configurations dot properties. This is the configuration file of QueueMetrics. You see here default qlog file. You change this to SQL p001. You save this, restart QueueMetrics so it gets picked up. This is not really needed, but so I'm going to show you also how to restart QueueMetrics. You log off from here by clicking here. Okay, change this to English again because you prefer like this. Demo admin, demo, login. Okay. If you go, for example, to the custom reports, you can see here SQL P001. This means that QueueMetrics is working fine with a database storage. In order to have an assessment of what is in your database, you can go here when you're demo admin, MySQL storage information. This is going to show you which entries are present in each partition of your system. If you see data here as P001, this means that Qloaderd is working and you actually have data. You can also check which data there is. In this case, there is almost nothing. It's going to write, for example, all the queues that it found and all the agents that it found. Now, what we have to do in order to work with the QueueMetrics is to just define the queues that we have. For example, you go here, edit queues. If you have a queue called, I don't know, called information, you just create new. Define an alias that is the name under which you're going to see the queue in QueueMetrics. Let's call this information. This is the queues is info. Let's say this is the name that the queue is defined under asterisk. You don't need any other information. We need to know if this queue is inbound or outbound. This is inbound. It is shown on front page. Okay. All the other, you see there is quite a lot of other stuff, but we don't need it now. Okay. Then what we're going to do is you select this queue information and you run a report for today. If all is well, you're going to see a report. In this case, it's all empty because we don't really have data. There is quite a lot of stuff with all possible information about the queue you just defined. When you want to log off, you just click here to log off. Thanks for listening to this webcast. Thank you.